All right, swing and a miss there. Good afternoon, everyone. Diedrich Allen just finally getting the audio worked out here. Underway, top of the first. 2 out, 1 in, and 1 on. And it's a strike 2 called. And a foul back off the bottom of the backstop here, as you heard. Trying something out new here, trying to figure this baseball out with our new systems, and it'll be a learning experience for everybody. So welcome to Highclimber Ball Field. Stadium in the blue at the bat, the Highclimbers in the white with their red and black stripes. Next pitch on the way, it's high, ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 2 out, 1-0 Stadium on top. Runner is over at second base, and I'm sorry I didn't have time to grab rosters, so I don't have a lineup, and I can't. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more time to set this up. Next pitch, again fouled off. Count stays at 1 and 2. Again, 2 out, 1 in, 1 on. For Stadium, top of the first. As we get underway here with some spring sports broadcasts, we will fine-tune it as we go along. And you're watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Next pitch on the way, it's outside, just missed the outside corner. 2 and 2, down is even. That's ball number 3. So the count is full for Stadium. Throw over to second, and I guess he cut back safely. Can't quite see it from our position here. Next pitch, strike 3 called, and we head to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Back here at Highclimber Ball Field. Highclimbers are coming up, and I'll do my best to give you the numbers if I can find out some laps. I'll bring them along to you as soon as I possibly can. The Stadium Tigers got 1 run. I believe it was 2 hits in their half of the first. I'm going to guess this is going to be Ty Smotherman to lead things off for the Highclimbers in the bottom of the first inning, trailing 1-0. Pitch is way outside. And low. 1 ball, no strikes. It's 2 balls. Next pitch on the way. Inside, strike 1. A little low on that one, makes it 3-1. There's a strike right down the middle of the plate. So 3 balls at 2 strikes. And that one is high, so you have a 1 runner on. First ball in there, strike 1. Runner goes, bunt, pop up. Throw is high at first. Runner's going to advance in and coming in to score the pull there. No, it's caught there, out. But on the play, number 2 runs over to second. So we got 1 away for the Highclimbers. In the dirt on the outside of ball 1. Chop foul nearly in the dugout on the third base side. Makes it 1-1. I'm assuming this is Miles Davidson. Takes a ball 2, 2-1. There's a drive off. Sailing over the Mini Dome. So makes it 2-2, the count. Count is now full. And it was a walk. So 2 on, 1 out. bottom of the first inning. Doubler takes ball 1. And a ball out of play. It's a 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. It's a drive. It's going to go through the gap between first and second. Fielded well. And in safely is number 2. So that ties things up. Johnson's over at first. Swing and a miss. Oh, Johnson's going to go for second. Throw over to first. Sliding back safely, ball is free, getting up and running it in. And there's a caught there. Johnson's going to try to make the third. He slides in head first, but he's going to come in to score. As they got 1. Oh, he's out. Johnson called out at the plate. And that'll end it. So we're going to head to the second with 1 in. And we head to that second. Tigers coming up. We'll be right back.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Ball game's tied up. 1-1, way to the top of the second. Let's see here. I think Tigers sent 1, 2, 3, 4. 23, is it? 3. So we can assume who that gentleman is. Have no idea. Let's have to check on all these names before we get to our next game, which might be Friday, depending on the weather. Second pitch, or first pitch, actually. Now we have a conference on the mound now, I guess. 1 ball, no strikes. First batter to lead off in the top of the second inning for Stadium. High ball 2. There's a strike. Right at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. Ball inside and high, but he chose to swing it to 2-2. There's a strikeout. 1 away. Takes ball 1. There's a hit up the first base line. Goes over the concession stand. Makes it 1-1. The swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. 1 away. Second batter here in the second inning for the Stadium. There's a swing and a strikeout. Number 2. Is up. That's John Griedenfeld. Takes strike 1 call. And a swing and a miss on the second pitch. It's 2 strikes. Strike 3, there goes to the side. 1, 2, 3 for the Highclimbers. We head to the second. Full 1-1 tie.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Bottom of the second coming up. 1-1 tie here. see here. This is trading Denning. Taking a strike one. Get some wood on that one. It's going to drop in. Bobbled by the center fielder. And hold off on first. Have a 20, so I'm not sure who 20 is. So one on, nobody out. Throw over to first. Back safely. And ball taken. So ball, no strikes. Nobody out, one on for the Highclimbers. Bottom of the second. Strike two call, the outside corner. 1 and 2 is count now. Shows bunt, fouls it off. So 1 and 2. Next pitch, low ball 2, 2 and 2. Bottom of the second inning, 1-1 ball game. Second batter for the Highclimbers. Has a 2-2 count. Runner on first. There's a chopper. It's going to be picked up, thrown over to second to get 1. So 1 away for the Highclimbers. That was 1 away. And Max Johnson is the batter. On deck, if I've got my numbers right, is Matt Osberg. The batter, the runners go, the high fly ball. It's going to be fouled out behind us, luckily. So no balls, 1 strike. Throw over to first, back safely. The runner. Pitching away, there's a hit. It's going to go over the third baseman's head. It drops in. And have another hit. 2 on now, 1 away. Up Matt Osberg, if my numbers are correct. Strike 1 called. Chopper foul. Makes it 0 and 2. I'm assuming the number 8 is on deck. It's Brendan Engstrom. Could be wrong. Throw over to second. Denning is back safely. 0-2 count. Pitch to the plate. Popped up. Out of play. Heads up. And the count remains 0-2. 1 out, 2 on for the Highclimbers. Runners at first and second. Outside ball 1. Makes it 1-2. Inside, just off the hip. That makes it 2-2. There's a drive to that field. Caught. Everybody runners stay. So that makes it 2-away.
Hey, let's go, Blaine.
So 2 away and 2 on for the Highclimbers. Strike 1 call at the knees. There is a foul out of play. Makes it 0-2. Runners go, ball's in, throw over to third, offline, and he's going to come in and score. Giving the Highclimbers a lead.
Let's go, Blaine.
The 1-2 pitch is outside and high. 2-2. Climbers take the lead here in the bottom of the second inning. A swing and a miss, and down goes Blaine. And that ends everything, so we head to the third inning. Highclimbers up 2-1.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
And back here at Highclimber Field. It's 2-1. Highclimbers take the lead here in their half of the second. We head to the third for Stadium. And I have no idea who's their names here. I did not have an 8. Do I have an 8? No, I have a Odin Kentfield on my sheet here, so we're going to assume it's the top of the order. I'm guessing. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Next pitch, inside, ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Next pitch, inside, ball 3. 3 pitches, 3 balls. 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside. Next pitch, there's a base, there's a walk. And brings it Crooks. Jared Crooks. Throw over to first. And Kinfield is back safely. Pitch to plate. Bunt, foul. So no balls, 1 strike. Pitch to the plate. That's in the dirt. Runner's going to go over to second on the pass ball. Good job by Osberg to go get it, though. So 1 in, 1 is the count. 1 on, nobody out here for the Stadium Tigers. Top of the 3rd inning. Pitch to the plate. Bunt shows. It's going to go right back to the pitcher. He's going to gather it, throw over to first to get. Nobody bottled it. Did he get him? Yes, he did. On the play, the runner advances to 3rd. So 1 away. Brings up the number 10. I don't have a name for number 10. For Stadium, 1 away, 1 runner at 3rd. Ball's in the dirt, or the pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball. Okay. Pitch is high. Ball 2. 2-0. That's my crowd might be dying on me here. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 on, 1 away. Top of the 3rd inning. Next pitch, strike 1 called. Senior Miles Davis on the mound for the Highclimbers. Junior Brendan Ingstrom. And another pass ball. The runner's going to walk in and tie the ball. So the score is now tied at 2. And we have a full count, I believe, with bases empty. 1 away. There's a chopper is going to hit the grass and go foul. That makes it actually 2-2 on the count. There's a chopper. That one's in the infield. Maximilian Johnson will throw it over to first. And up next, 2 down for Stadium with 1 in. Two ball game. Stadium got the first run in the first. Highclimbers tied. Highclimbers took the lead in their half of the second. Now in the top of the third, Stadium responds. And ball 1 is called. Matters 13, and I don't have a name for number 13. Strike right down the middle of the plate. Got a curveball there. So 1-1 is the count. Next pitch, swing, and he might have got a piece of that one, but it's strike 2, 1-2. Two out, nobody on, 1 in for Stadium here in the top of the third. 2-2 game. Pitch on the way. Ball 2 called. 2-2. Or 2-1. I guess 2-2. Next pitch, outside, ball 3. Board says 3-1. I think it's 3-2. I think the count is full here. Next pitch. Yep, that's a ball. No walk. Second walk given up here in the inning. First walk did manage to run around and score. Number 21. Cameron Jerns, I believe, is the batter. And timeout called. Just step back into the batter's box. Run over at first. 2 out, swing and a miss on a low pitch. Strike 1. 2-2 ball game. 2 out. For Stadium here at the top of the third. Pitch on the way. Nice stop. Osberg looks the runner back to first and throws it to second. Throw over to first. Runner dives in safely. There's 2 out here in the top of the third inning for Stadium. Tie ball game, 2-2. Pitch on the way. Inside. Ball 2. Next pitch. Ball 3. 3-1. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called there. Runner goes. And another walk given up here. Back-to-back walks. sorry. A visit to the mound. Head coach Jason Winans is not in the dugout tonight, or this afternoon. He is serving a suspension from last season. Apparently he was ejected from the last game of the season last year against Capital and has to serve his suspension here for this opening game of the season. Number 5 at bat, that's Kyle Treasure. Just way out of order for me. Takes a ball. Ball 1. 2 away, 2 on. Runners at first and second for Stadium. They have 1 in. There's 2 out, however. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1 and 1. Next pitch. There is a line drive foul off the mini dome, which is to our left, the third base line. In the background there on your screen, you see Oakland Bay Junior High. See the soccer practice out there, kind of way in the outfield, way beyond the outfield. Ooh, high pitch, nice grab out of the air. Evens a count at 2 and 2. Next pitch, it's a chopper foul into the dugout. So still 2 and 2. There's a chopper. Maximilian Johnson will run over and tag third, and that ends the inning. So head to the bottom of the third. Tigers score things up, or tie things up. It is a 2-2. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Back here at Highclimber Field, 2-2. We head to the bottom of the third inning. And let's see here. Here's we're back at the top of the order for the Highclimbers. It'll be Ty Smotherman, if my numbers and rosters are right. Trust me, I will get everything worked out before we do our next game. More time is needed to set things up. And more time is needed to get everything everything in order here. So here we go. Top of the third, no outs for the Highclimbers. Tie ball game 2-2. Just to recap, the Tigers from Stadium scored in the first inning. Highclimbers are able to tie that up and then take the lead in the other half of the second inning, and now here in the third inning, they allowed their half tied the ball game, and Smotherman takes a ball 1, leading off the third inning here. And then a strike. 1-1 pitch. And Sutherland smacks that one foul. The third baseline. The 1-2 pitch outside 2-2. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the third inning. Next pitch, outside. Count is now full. Next pitch, pop foul. Out of play, count remains full. 3-2. Next pitch, once popped up, that's playable. He's going to go over to right field and route number 1. Ball 1 at the knees. There's a swing and foul tip. 1-1 with 1 away here for the Highclimbers. In the third inning. Pitch outside. Yes, miss the outside corner. Ball number 2. Ball 3 there. So 1 away here, bottom of the third inning. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Strike 2 called. So 2-2. And there's a ball. Assume that this is Miles Davidson. Throw it at first, though. Sliding back safely, runner. Should plate strike called. 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. Runner goes, throw to second, and the runner is in safely. On a strike to the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. One away here, tie ball. There's a drive to right field, hits the fence. Easily coming in to score. There's 1 run. And there is an RBI double. Highclimbers take the lead, 3-2. And that brings up Maximilian Johnson. Courtesy runner goes in. For Davidson. And Johnson had a hit in the first, single in the first. And he was caught trying to score also in the first. One away, one in and one on. For the Highclimbers here, bottom of the third inning. Retake the lead, 3-2. Pitch on the way to Johnson. He'll chop that one foul. Oh, nice little one-handed grab nearly by the Highclimbers third base coach. So no balls, one strike. Outside. And ball called. 2 balls, 1 strike for Johnson. That's Maximilian Johnson. There's a Max Johnson and a Maximilian Johnson on the Highclimbers. 68 and 3, or the number 68 is up to bat here. Pitch to Johnson. He'll chop that one up the middle of the plate, running around to score. That's going to make it for 2. Throw to the plate, slides in, safe. There's a score. Johnson will meander over to second, and the throw to second, it goes into center field. But that's another run for the Highclimbers. Making it 4-2. Still one away. First pitch. Oh, into the left field, and it's not quite there. Johnson's going to motor around to third. He's going to head home. Cut off runner, throw to the plate, and Johnson is caught. So 2 away. And another double. So it's 4-2 with 2 outs now for the Highclimbers. First pitch is in the dirt. Strike one call there, 1-1 the count. 2 out, 1 on, 2 in for the Highclimbers here in the third inning. Check that one off the bat, it's coming in. This is Wade Smotherman as a bat, I believe. And there's a strikeout to end the inning for the Highclimbers. But the damage has been done. The Highclimbers go up 2. 4-2 is the score, heading to the 4th. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Back at Highclimber Field, 4-2, Highclimbers lead. Heading to the top of the fourth inning, stadium due up. 23, I'm actually on task here, I think. I don't have a 23 on my sheet. New pitcher in there, I believe it's Wade Smotherman for the Highclimbers. Osberg's still behind the plate. So Davidson goes 3 innings. I have 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for him. We head to the fourth. Leadoff batter number 23. Struck out in the first. For Stadium in the blue uniforms. Little meet at the mound. Smotherman gets his work in, or starts fourth. First pitch is a strike, called. There's a pop fly. It's going to drop in, hit the fence. Going to motor around to second. Throw, cut off, and throw to second, diving in safely. However, there's a runner, so a leadoff hit. Brings up number 3, Dylan O'Connor, if my information is correct. For Stadium. With nobody out. Runner at second in scoring position for Stadium. Trailing by 2 here, top of the fourth. Pitch, looks like an off-speed pitch. A strike 1 called. There's a chopper that's going to go to Maximilian Johnson. Can't handle it. Runner's going to go to third. Throw over to first, though. And they got the runner there. But on the play, Stadium has a runner in third. Fly ball deep to center field. Going to run up against the fence. 1 run will come in. Stadium gets 1 run back. So there's a runner still at second. They just exchanged positions here. And that brings up Kentfield. Top of the order. Walked in the third and scored a run. Takes the ball 1. 1 away and 1 on and 1 in. For the Tigers here. Top of the 4th. Blake Spunderman on the mound. Throws the plate. Pop that one up. Is that playable? Looks like it is. It is. Nope. Drops the foul. So that's there's a 1 and 2, isn't it? Just 8 1 and 1s. I guess it's 1 and 1. Pitch on the way inside. Strike 2 called. 1 and 2 to Kentfield. Tigers down 1 run. There's a drive. It's going to be caught by second baseman and a double him up. And that'll end the inning. Right to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers get 1 back. Still trail 4-3. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. Highclimbers lead by 1, 4-3. Let's see here. Throw at Page. Oh, Max Johnson, the leadoff hitter here, I'm assuming. Doesn't look like him though. Bryce Ryder on the mound for the Tigers. Looks like Cameron Jones is still the catcher. So we should have Johnson, Osberg, and Blaine coming up. I'm sorry, I don't know Blaine's last name. At the bottom of the 4th, Highclimbers up 4-3. Should be the last pitch for Kreider. little chat at the mound here. The hum you hear in the background is the machinery for the pool, if you were wondering what that sound is. So the pitch on the way is a first swing, deep fly ball to center is going to be caught, and one pitch, one swing, one out. That brings up Osberg. Takes ball one. Next pitch. Ball two. 2-0 to Osberg. Bottom of the fourth inning. Next pitch, swing and play foul. 2-1 to Matt, excuse me. One out. Nobody on for Shelton. They lead 4-3. Next pitch, strike two, call 2-2. Just cut that out. It's outside corner. Looked like a curveball. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and Osborne goes down. So 2 away for Shelton. And this brings it up 13, a new one. Don't have a name for him. Yeah, he smacks one right up the middle. It's a base hit. And that brings us to Ty Sutherland, top of the order. Strike one called. Strike two, straight down the middle there. So 2 away, 1 on, and an 0-2 count to Ty Smotherman for the Highclimbers. They lead 4-3. Top of the fourth inning here. This pitch. That's a ball, and runner's going to go to second. Hold up there. So it's 1-2 to Smotherman. Another bad pitch. Man, the runner's going to make it over to third now. So the count is even at 2-2. Runner for the Highclimbers at third, 2 out. And Ty Smotherman is at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. High. 3-2. There's a swing and a chopper. It's going to go foul. Count stays at 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one's popped out of play. First base line, heading for the softball field to the west. So I'm battling here, trying to get an extra run here for the Highclimbers. They lead 4-3, 2 away here, bottom of the 4th inning. Full count. To tie, he'll pop another one. Out of play. Pitch. There's a drive to center field, and the center fielder is going to come in and grab it. Did he drop it? I guess he dropped it. The Highclimbers still alive here, and the runner comes in. So add another one for Shelton, making it 5-3. Number 2 for Shelton takes a ball. I'm sorry, I don't have a name for him. Miles Davidson is due up if next batter reaches. That's a 1 ball, 1 strike. So one pitch, throw to first, however, back safely swung. 2 away, 5-3 is the score. Another throw over the first. There's a strike 2 called, 1 and 2. Way outside, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Takes a lead at first. Pitch is low, 3 and 2. Another lead by Smotherman. And ball. So runners at first and second for the Highclimbers. And this brings up Miles Davidson. Let's see here, he walked in the first and had a double in the third. Pass ball, and runners are going to advance. Smotherman's over at third. Runner at second, and Davidson has a 1-0 count. For the pitcher, Bryce Kreider. For Stadium, Highclimbers lead by 2 runs, 5-3 here, bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs, 2 on. Davidson smacks one past the, can't get to the third baseman. Another run will score. And Davidson's safe over at first with 2 out. So add another one insurance run for the Highclimbers. And they're up 6-3. With 2 away. Time is called. Runners at the corners for the Highclimbers. And Maximilian Johnson is up. As a timeout has been called. Okay, Davidson over at first. Number 2, which I don't have a name for, is at third in scoring position for Maximilian Johnson. 2 away, 2 runs are in. Yeah, Johnson will belt one deep to left field. And that is going to go off the fence. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And Johnson's safe over at second. So that opens it up a little bit, 8-3 now. Time is called. Actually, no, is it 7? Sorry, 7. Eight is now says actually 7. 7-3. First pitch on the way outside, ball 1. Batter is Trayton Denny. Swing and miss. It's a 1-1. And there's is that a ball? 1-1. There's a strike 2. Actually, it's 2-2 now. Actually, no, it was 8. I was right the first time. There's a ball not a play. Yeah, 4 runs are in. I'm sorry, I got 4 runs. Making 8-3 here. Another foul out of play up the third base line. All this damage has been done with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4 runs have scored. There's a pop fly. It's going to go deep to right field, and that'll end the inning. Our damage is done, though. Highclimbers up 8-3.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
Top of the fifth now. Shelton 8, Stadium 3. Tigers are going to go up with number 11. Now that would be Jared Crooks. Got that right? Yep, that's right. Jared Crooks will lead things off. Top of the fifth for the Tigers. There's a pop fly. Center field. It's going to hit the wall. Crooks is going to hit the second. And he'll stand up right there. So that brings up number 10, which I don't have a name for. Osberg will go out and talk with Smotherman, Wade Smotherman. There's nobody out and one on. As Crooks stands over at second for Stadium. Pitch in the dirt. Hits the backstop. Crooks will make his way to third. So 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the fifth, 8-3. Shelton on top. Opening day here at Highclimber Field. Next pitch, strike. Down the middle of the plate. 1-1. Nobody out, 1 on. Runners at third. Pitch on the way. It's ball 2. There's a chopper. It's going to go to the second baseman, throw over to first in time to get the batter, but the Crooks will score. One away here. Another ball, 2 strike and a ball actually. To number 13 for Stadium. No name there. There's a swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. That one's in the dirt. Gets away from Osberg. So 1 run is in here in top of the 5th inning for Stadium. Next pitch, strike 3 call. Brings up Cameron Jones. Take ball 1. One run is in. 2 are out. The bases are empty for Jones. Jones takes a strike 1 call, so it's 1 and 1. Next pitch. That's out of play over the concession stand. Makes it 1 and 2. There's a hit that's going to be knocked down by first baseman, and that'll do it. Out he goes. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Shelton still up, but now 8-4.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Shelton 8, Stadium 4. Let's see here, due up for the Highclimbers. Get to the right sheet on my scorer. It's going to be Wade Smotherman, Max Johnson, and then Osberg if they stay with that order. Doesn't look like they're going to stay with that order. No, that's right. That's what I've got here. And here we go. Smotherman struck out in the 3rd, had a single in the 2nd. First pitch is a swing and a line drive foul to third base, off the third base line. So 0-1. Next pitch. That one is fouled again. So 0-2. So Wade is coming out just swinging at just everything. He's got 2 pitches and 2 fouls. A lot of solid connection, however. Just not in play. Here's the next pitch. That one is in play, but right to the third baseman. He'll glove it, throw over to first, a little high, and Smotherman's tagged out. So 1 away. Does bring up Max Johnson. Takes ball 1. Max is a junior. Also plays in the outfield. Next pitch on the way. That one's low, but strike 1 called, so 1-1. 1 away. Bottom of the 5th inning here at Highclimber Field. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. pitch on the way. That one's way outside. So 2-2. Next pitch. Outside, ball 3. So full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Max Johnson. There's a pop fly. It's going to go shallow right field. And down goes Johnson. So 2 away for the Highclimbers here in the 5th. And that brings up Matt Osberg. Now he struck out in the 4th. Last inning, the Highclimbers did all their damage with 2 outs. And Osberg's going to have a pop fly that drops in center field in a motor round, heading for second. Throw to second, a little off, but standing up safely is Osberg with a double. And that brings up 13, who I don't have. And number 13 got things started in the last inning. Got a single and worked his way around to third. Takes ball 1. However, got a runner in scoring position for the Highclimbers. Osberg's over at to second. Next pitch. That just hit the outside corner. Strike 1, 1 and 1. 2 away, 1 on for Shelton here. They do lead 8-4. Next pitch outside, ball 2, 2 and 1. Inside, that's ball 3, 3 and 1. Next pitch, there is a grounder. It's gonna go up, picked up by the second baseman. He bobbled it, throws it over to first. It's not in time, and gonna go in and score is Osberg. So another run scores for the Highclimbers, making it 9-4. And on that play, nope, they're not going to give him the extra base. Did they get him? No, they aren't going to give him that extra base. So they makes his way over to second, and 1 is in. And that brings up the top of the order of Ty Smotherman. He scored a run, the 4th. Off of a single. First pitch to him. Strike 1 called. The bottom of the 5th inning, 2 out, and 1 run is in and 1 on. Runners at second for the Highclimbers. Again, doing some damage here with 2 out. Next pitch, that one is fouled off the screen above our heads. So 0-2. Bryce Kreider still on the mound for Stadium. Junior. Pitch on the way, that's high. Ball 1, 1 and 2. Smotherman. Next pitch. And there's a strikeout. That'll end the inning, but Highclimbers add 1, leave 1, and now lead 9-4. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Top of the 6th inning. Shelton up 9-4 here on Stadium. And it looks like Johnson's in there to close this thing out. Yeah, Max Moon and Johnson is in on the pitcher's mound to close this thing out for the Highclimbers. Top of the 6th inning. And Stadium as number 5 to bat. Let's see who's after that. It's an insertion. Okay, I'm trying to think where I put him on my scores. Number 5 is Kreischer, Kyle Kreischer. He was up already once, but I don't see him on my sheet. All right. Johnson's first pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball 1 there, so 1-1. So 1-1 to number 5 for Stadium. Trailing 9-4 here, top of the 6th inning. High on this next pitch, it's just 2-1. Can't tell who's up next. I think it's number 15. Next pitch, ball again. So 3-1. And there's a that's a walk given up by Johnson. That brings up number 15, and that's Bryce Kreider. Assuming that everything is right on the information that I have been able to give. Outside ball 1. So 1-0 to Kreider. Next pitch, that one's out of play into the tennis courts. So 1-1 is the count here. Runner at first for Stadium. Nobody out. Next pitch, straight down the middle of the plate, strike 2 call. Throw to first. Runners back safely. Dylan O'Connor's on deck for Stadium. Ryder has a hit to center field. It's going to be gloved and a throw to first. Little off line, and they got him. So a double play, and that does it. That's 2 away now for Stadium. And double play after the fly ball, and then they throw over to first. And O'Connor has 2 outs and empty bases. His team trailing by 5 runs. Johnson's pitch is offline. Ball 1. Next pitch. That one hit the outside corner, 1-1. That one's low, ball 2, 2-1. Osberg's pitch back, throwback to Johnson, a little over his head. Nobody's on. 2 out and a 2-1 count to Dylan O'Connor from Stadium. Strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Just hitting that outside corner is Maximilian Johnson. Going to close this game out for the Highclimbers to open the season with a win, leading by 5 runs. There's the next pitch. That one's hit. Line drive into center field. O'Connor's going to get to first. Hold up there. And the ball's thrown in to second. So 1 on, 2 out. And that brings up, where are we, 17. So it's Brody Chapman, I'm guessing. Next pitch into the dirt. Gets away from Osberg. Runner goes. Throw to second off the line. O'Connor slides in safely. And now he's in running and scoring position for Stadium. Trailing by 5 runs here. 2 out. Top of the 6th inning. Johnson out there rubbing the ball. The dirt off of it, I assume. Looks back at second. Lines in as 1 ball, no strikes to Chapman. Runner takes his lead. Swing out the pop pitches outside. Ball 2-2-2. Pitch. Ooh, high, but ball 3 called. 3-0 to Chapman for Stadium. Next pitch. And that's a walk given up. And that brings up Max Anderson for Stadium. 2 out here, top of the 6th inning. 9-4, Shelton on top. Stadium at bat. Maximilian Johnson, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2 called. 0-2. And strike 3 call. That ends the inning with 2 on and nobody in. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Shelton up 9-4. We'll be right back.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Shelton heading up to bat. New pitcher for Stadium. It's a Fred Walgren. He's a junior. It's on the mound and due up for Shelton here. Let's see, should be. Trying to see here. The top of the order. Be Ty Smotherman. No, actually it's number 2. I don't have a name for it, and I apologize. Followed by Miles Davidson and Maximilian Johnson. Number 2 takes strike 1. As Walgren, his first pitch strike. Strike 2 call there. Highclimbers up 9-4 here. Bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch outside, ball 1-1-2. Miles Davidson is on deck. Next pitch, strike 3 called, and that's 1 away. Strikeout number 1 for Walter. Highclimbers would love to get an extra run here. Insurance run, they lead by 5. Bulk of their damage done in the 4th inning where they scored 4 runs with 2 outs. Inside pitch, ball 1. Gibson waits for the next pitch. Gets some bat on that one. It's knocked down by the third baseman. Throw over to first. That one is off the line. Actually beat out the throw. And Davidson is safe at first. And that will bring up a Maximilian Johnson. And a double, and a single. And has 3 RBIs so far in this ball game. Belt one to left field, and that is caught 2 away for the Highclimbers. The first pitch to Maximilian Johnson. So that's now 2 away. 7. Now my sheet number 7 says Caleb Hitzman. That does not look like Caleb Hitzman to me. So you got 2 away and 1 on for the Highclimbers here, bottom of the 6th inning. And then we have a pinch runner for Davidson. That's number 10. I don't have a name for that gentleman either. Number 7 is up, and it does not look like. No, I'm not even going to guess who that might be. So 2 away, 1 on for the Highclimbers here, bottom of the 6th. They lead 9-4. Walgren's the pitcher for Stadium. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball that's going to go right between the second and third into the left field. And we have 2 on for the Highclimbers. That brings up a number 5, who I don't have on my roster either. So 2 out, 2 on for Shelton, leading 9-4 here, bottom of the 6th inning. Strike 1 call to number 5. And Max Johnson is on deck if number 5 can extend the late inning. And strike 2, swing on the swing and the miss. Pitch. There's a pop. It's going to pop fly. It's going to go out of play into the bullpen out there in left field. So the count is 0-2. Next pitch from Walgren. It's outside, ball 1, 1 and 2. Kind of knew that was coming. So 2 on, so runners at first and second for Shelton, 2 out, bottom of the 6th inning here. Ball 2 call, that one's high, so 2 and 2 is the count. And ball 3 now, it's a full count. Next pitch on the way, it's in the dirt, and the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for Max Johnson. I have him, let's see here, 1 for 3. He scored a run in the first inning off of a single that he ended up in. There's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 called. Inside corner there. So the sacks are loaded for Johnson. 2 away. An 0-1 pitch. Walgren winds up and throws an outside ball 1-1 and 1. Highclimbers are up 9-4 here. Next pitch, no. There's a drive to left field. It's going to go off the left fielder's glove. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And there is a 2 RBI double for Max Johnson. And that makes the lead 11-4 with 2 out. So that'll bring up a number 34. And I don't have a 34 even on my sheet. 34 is in for Osberg. Eleven to 4 now. Two runs are in here for the Highclimbers with 2 outs. Again, their damage is being done with 2 outs. Strike 1 call, however, to number 34. I don't have a name, and we'll have that for our next game that we call for the Highclimber baseball team. One and one now the corner of the count. Second pitch was a ball. Let's see who's on deck here. Number 13's on deck. Outside ball 2, 2 and 1. Now 11-4 for the Highclimbers. The bottom of the 6th. 2 more runs scored with 2 outs. There is a little chopper that's missed, and 1 run will get in there, and another run is added. It's now 12-4. So 3 runs have scored here. And you've got runners at the corners for the Highclimbers. That brings it up to 13. With 2 away. Ball 1 call. Next pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 is a count. Make it 3-0. Malgren's struggling out there here with 2 outs for the stadium. There's a strike, 3 and 1. Again, runners at the corners for the Highclimbers. 2 away, 3 runs are in here. Next pitch, that one is a fair ball down the third base line. It's fair, and another run will score. And there is a double. Makes it 13-4 now. Still with 2 outs. 4 runs are in. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Ty Smotherman. There is a all back into the tennis courts behind us. Strike 1. Got runners at second and third for the Highclimbers. 2 away, top of the order, and that hit Smotherland, and that rolled the bases. So the Sox are loaded for number 2 as we spat around here in the 6th inning for the Highclimbers. There'll be a conference at the mound here. Rogan, who has just struggled since coming in here at the start of this inning. It's a good way to start the season off of a district qualifying team from last year. And one more run, and that'll pretty much do it here. The 10-run mercy rule will be in effect. Over 2 outs and 9-run deficit is going to be difficult for the Tigers, but the Highclimbers still have another out, and the Sox are loaded. Pitch is ball 1. Shelton leading 13-4. Strike 1 on the next pitch. That's 2-1 now. There's a pop straight up down the center field. Settling under it is a center fielder, and that will end the inning. But a good inning. Highclimbers add on. They get 4 runs. They have 5 hits, and they leave the bases loaded. We head to the top of the 7th. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Last chance for Stadium. They trail 13-4 here at the top of the 7th inning. Maximilian Johnson still on the mound, trying to close this thing out for the Highclimbers. Catcher's now Miles Davis, looks like. And first batter up for Stadium is Jared Crooks. Now Crooks had a double in the 5th, ground out in the 3rd. First pitch. It's going to be a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Crooks. There's a strike. 1-1 to Crooks. 3 outs remain for Stadium. They trail by 9 runs here at the top of the 7th inning. Next pitch, that's high, ball 2, 2-1. What we do with a little bit of drama here. And that's ball 3. Look over at the dugout there for the Highclimbers. And the 3-1 pitch. That one is grounded third baseman, gloved and thrown over off the hop to worse. Oh, gets by. It's by the first baseman, and Crooks will make it over to the second, actually. Brings up number 10, so that doesn't go there. Number 10's the batter, and I don't have a name for him, and apologize. 1 on, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Tigers here. Sun goes down a little bit, and it starts to get a little chilly. So second batter here in the 7th inning for Stadium. Pitch, strike one call. Maximilian Johnson trying to close this thing out. And he has 2 walks, 2 hits, and 1 strikeout in his 2 innings of work, or inning and third work now. Strike 2. So 0-2 pitch from Johnson. That one's off the backstop overhead. Still 0-2. There's another one. That one's again out of play. Stays 0-2. Next pitch, that one is belted. Drops into center field. Crooks will head home, slide in safely, and Stadium adds 1. It's now 5 to 13 to 5. Still nobody out here. 1 run is in, 1 man on. Strike 1 called to number 13, who I don't have a name for, who was struck out in the 5th inning. Strike 2 called. Cameron Jones is on deck for Stadium, as they did get 1 run here so far in a 7th no outs. Johnson a lot of time in this pitch. That one's low. Ball 1, 1 and 2. Got a runner over at first. There's a strikeout. 1 away. So 1 out, 1 on, 1 in here for Stadium. They trail 13 to 5. Cameron Jones is up. He walked the last 2 times at bat. There's a pop foul off the backstop above us. So 1-1. Next pitch. There's a line drive over the head of the second baseman. And there's runners at the corners. And brings up number 44, Anthony Townsend. Townsend is a junior, pitcher and left fielder. Quick little meeting at the mound with runners in the corners for Stadium. 1 out. And a new mad batter is Anthony Townsend. Johnson looks in. Strike 1 call. Throw over to first. Kearns is back safely. Turns, excuse me. Back safely. Townsend has an 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's 0-2. There's a strikeout. Down goes Townsend. 2 strikeouts here. It makes 2 away, 2 on, and 1 in for Stadium here. Down to their last out. And number 1 is Fred Waldron. Took strike 1 and hit 1. That one's up the middle. Toss over to second, and that'll get it. That'll do it for this ball game. As the Highclimbers win this one 13-5. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Other TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract. Then you're stuck with years of second-rate service. Hood Canal Communications delivers stunning HD, plus bundled savings on super-fast internet and home phone, with no long-term contracts. It's all backed by an exceptional team of local service professionals. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a contract. Visit hcc.net to learn more.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Maple Glen has a Sunday brunch, open to the community with free admittance when you schedule a tour. What a great way to learn more about this beautiful senior living community. Maple Glen Senior Living, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman at 360-427-0300 to learn more and schedule a visit to Maple Glen.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
And we're back here at Highclimber Field. Final here is Shelton picking up their first win of the season, opening day. 13-5 over Stadium. Stadium out of Tacoma. I'm just trying to total up my notes here. 4 at-bats. 3 hits. Except 2 RBIs for Maximilian Johnson. 3 for Drayton Denning. And we'll take another timeout. We'll be back. Hopefully we'll give you some totals. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Well, it's the final here at Highclimber Ball Field. The Shelton baseball team knocks off the Stadium 13-5. My quick little totals here, and they're not very scientific. Let's see here. I've got Maximilian Johnson, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Max Johnson, 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Let's see here. Miles Davison, he's got 2 RBIs, a double. He's got 1 RBI. Excuse me, that's a 1 RBI. And he is 4 for 4. Scored a run. And he was 4 for 4. So he would have a good day there. That's pretty much it. Got a number 13 who did a great job, got things started. The Highclimbers did most of their damage with 2 outs. They did that in the 6th and the 4th inning to break this game open. And Stadium really just couldn't come back from that. Yeah, they couldn't really come back. They did score first. Highclimbers came back, tied the ball game, took the lead. Stadium came back, and then the Highclimbers blew it open. So that'll pretty much do it for our first spring sports. Now, there's lots of things we'll get it right before we get our next broadcast, which, let's see here, I think the Shelton will be hosting Tumwater on this field on Wednesday, weather permitting. Friday, I think it's fast pitch softball, I think, is on our schedule. Keep it checked out. Keep tuned in to Mason Web TV, and we will let you know what our next broadcast is. And as the Highclimbers head to the win column to start the game with a 13-5 victory here at Highclimber Ball Field. We'll talk to you again next time. Thanks for tolerating everything that we did on our first broadcast.